Hey Insider, in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down the 3 essential tips to be able to sell anything to anyone. And so if you've ever wondered, how is it that there are amazing salespeople you may have come across who are able to close deals, make tons of money in their business, as well as for companies that they work with, this video is made for you. Now, if you're essentially starting out and you're really uncomfortable with these processes, be sure to pay close attention, especially to the final point. And this video, by the way, is also very relevant to those of you who are experts, who really want to get the edge so you can be able to serve more clients and make more money now. So without further ado, let's go on to the first point. And before I do, by the way, if you're wondering why am I sat on the bed today, am I trying to signal something to you? No, unfortunately I'm not. Okay, so what's happening is the curtain is there. I'm checked into a hotel, which is literally central London. So don't begin to panic if there are sirens or something. Central London, and around the corner is pretty much a tech central. It's called Silicon Roundabout, which is Silicon Valley of London. Absolutely love being here. So much amazing energy from entrepreneurs all around. So yeah, that's why I'm sat on the bed today. So the first point, let's go into it straight away, is remember who wins. Most people, when they're selling, they're so uncomfortable with giving value in exchange for somebody else's money because they just feel like, oh, you're taking something. Well, firstly, realize if you feel like you're taking something from them and you're really uncomfortable with receiving that because you believe, they haven't got money or whatever, right? This is all scarcity mindset, right? Most people I found, they're in a car with one foot on the accelerator and one foot on the brake. They're trying to make more money in their business when they got a broken relationship, firstly in regards to money. They got a broken relationship in regards to sales. Now, what you have to realize is the person who ends up winning is your consumers. Think about it. When I've got Bose headphones here, really awesome headphones, by the way. I should probably do a review on these. Use this for meditation on flights, and it's noise cancelling. Now, I end up spending, it's around $350 to $400, depending on which shop you buy it from, on these headphones. Who ends up winning? Who ends up benefiting? It's myself. And realize if I wouldn't have bought these headphones, I would have spent my money somewhere else, right? Not necessarily just on headphones, might have gone and spend it on restaurants or whatever. So realize money is always going to be spent by your consumers. So never assume, right? There's scarcity amount of wealth. Because if you're approaching clients when you're selling with scarcity mindset, think about it. If you subconsciously signify scarcity, do you think it's going to encourage consumers to spend money? Of course not. And remember who wins at the end of the day. When somebody gets your product and service, provided that it's actually going to help them, who's going to win? It's your consumers, right? You go onto Instagram today, they're fashionistas, they're tech lovers who are doing unboxing video, and they're showing like gadgets worth thousands of dollars, handbag worth thousands of dollars. They're unboxing it, look at the biggest grin on their face. Realize that money is going to be spent. And realize what money is. Money is nothing but a byproduct of adding value into other people's lives. And so provided that you've got a service or product that's adding value, you exchange value for value. So remember who's winning here. It's the customers. So that means it's your duty to serve. It's your duty as a business owner or as an entrepreneur to be able to sell. Because selling is helping. Selling is serving. That is the first point. And this leads perfectly on to the second point, which is be willing to say no. Because you see, most salespeople, as well as entrepreneurs, by the way, and if you're an entrepreneur right now or looking to get to entrepreneurship, like it or not, you're a salesperson. Every single person, in fact, even if they're not entrepreneurs, are salespeople. On a day-to-day basis, we're selling ideas to people. We're selling recommendations of restaurants or movies to watch in the cinema. Every single day, you're selling something. Now, think about it. If you was to go to a restaurant that was bad, would you recommend that to your friends if they were looking for a specific restaurant? Probably not. Now imagine this. You go to a restaurant, okay, that serves amazing steak and chips. And you know there's a friend you've got who's a vegan. Would you recommend that steak and chip restaurant to a vegan? No. Realize the best salespeople today, they are in it to help people. Meaning, if you believe it is not actually going to help somebody, don't sell it to them. Be willing to say no. Because part of wanting to help is about being able to tune in from here. Just like when you're helping your friends with restaurant recommendations, or you're helping a friend in need, you're not going to give them value that's going to actually make them feel more dissatisfied or increase pain in their life, right? And so it's just like with your customers. Treat your customers as if they are your family member. Treat them as if they're your loved one, and come from here. I share this on stages all across the globe. The power of H2H, heart to heart, human to human marketing. Because today people treat, customers like business to customer. Screw that. Business to business. Screw that, right? All of that is BS. H2H. Serve people how you want to be served. Meaning, if you know your product or service is great, but it would not benefit this specific person you're speaking to right now, be willing to say no. And I'll tell you, if you're willing to even recommend a competitor who sells the same product but will benefit them more, trust me, the act of kindness will literally blow them away. It's so different in the marketplace today because people have associated salespeople to be these sleazy scammers. And so when you enter the marketplace from here, seriously, everybody will be blown away. And who knows, later down the line one day, they'll recommend you to their friends and so forth. But you don't do it for that. You do it because it's the right thing to do. Selling is serving. So be willing to serve positively and be willing to say no if need be. That is the second point. Now, the third point is listening, right? Sales is so important. If you want to be to increase your selling, right? Selling skills, you got to be able to tune in here. Listening. As a great saying goes, you've got 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. Listen more. In fact, 80% of your sales conversation with your clients, customers, you should be listening, 20% you should be responding. Meaning the quality of your questions is going to dictate the quality of the answers. And realize the person who's asking the question is a person who's in control of the conversation. So if you want to be able to understand the needs and the desires of the customers, you got to be able to ask better questions and listen more. The problem is today, when it comes to sales, people impose their reality onto the consumers thinking that they know that person. Realize the moment that person, that customer feels like they're not really connected with you, which could happen by you imposing your reality onto them, they're just gonna walk away. And so you have to pretend every single customer is unique. In fact, don't even pretend, realize they are. And by approaching customers with this intrigue mindset, you're gonna ask questions that's gonna remove your model of the world, and you're gonna have sole focus on this customer. The more you feel understood, the more you're likely to buy. Think about your friends, the people who you've surrounded with yourself on a day-to-day basis. Do they understand you? If you're saying yes, now let me ask you, has that ended up in you trusting them? Of course. So if they were to sell something to you, your friends or loved ones, if they were to recommend you a restaurant, would you consider that over somebody in the street randomly walking up to you and saying, hey, here's a leaflet? Of course, you trust somebody who understands you. Is this making sense? So you have to get great at listening. And as coaches, we train for many, many years just to hone in on the skill, because the problem is this, on a day-to-day basis, we've got like a lens of how we perceive the world. Think about it, when you see this, I didn't even have to say what this is, but you already know that it's a headphone and you put it on, right? You know that it's a listening device. Now, if I was to show you, what is this? A pillow. Automatically, you know what to do with a pillow. And yet I've not even said anything. So your mind is always filling the blanks. If you're filling in the blanks when it comes to your customers, they are not feeling understood. So be willing to ask better questions and listen and hear. So these are the 3 essential tips to being able to sell anything to anyone. Of course, there are more tips. I didn't have time to go in depth in regards to that because I do have to get going. But if you did enjoy me sharing business advice, because I didn't tend to do that on Success Insider, and business has been my area of specialty for like almost a decade now in regards to especially the online business. Be sure to let me know if you want to see more business related topics in the comments box below, and I may create more for you. But I'm a huge believer that mindset is everything, right? Your business, because I've consulted with people with hugely successful businesses that you would probably dream of owning. And the moment they master this even more and get that edge, their business is just like takes off. Because your business and the wealth you generated is a reflection of your mindset. And this is why you have to still focus on the wealth building, or I should say mindset building, if you want to get great at the wealth game. But nevertheless, let me know if you want to know more specific strategies to do business, online business, selling, and so forth. And share this video if you got value from it today inside it. And as always, my friend, follow your heart and take action and go live the life you're born to live. I'll see you on the next video soon. Take care, my friend.